This is my beautiful husband. You know my beautiful husband. You want to say my beautiful husband? My beautiful husband. You can say what you want about my brother because he did what he did. Let it be an accident and read out in court. But you will never call my children dirt in all your lives. We're not dirt. We're not murderers. You're the filth. And if you have something to say, come and say it. My husband hated ye. He hated every one of ye. He left Swansea because of ye. Especially you, Jimmy Gilheaney. Especially you sheepdog, you. You that was afraid to come to the court. You, it was my husband left Swansea because of you. My husband came to me when he was 16 and my father and mother reared him like his own son. He couldn't have got no better. He couldn't have got no better than me. And I couldn't have got no better than him and either because he was my husband and I loved him. And Lulu saying that my children is dirt and my little girls is going to be reared up like dirt. And what am I going to tell my little boy? But that his uncle brutally murdered his father. Well, that's up to me, Lulu. That's up to me to live with it. You should be ashamed of yourself to even bring up my dead husband. You dirty, filthy whore, you. Go back to Manchester, you whore. You dirty, smelly prostitute. And if you hadn't to say, you should have come to the court. And I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, whatever happened that night between my brother and my husband, it's only me, love, that has to get up every morning without him. Nobody else, only me. He was took from me. He came to me when he was 16. Of age, and I had 4 beautiful children from 4 beautiful children, but then they call my children dirt, and I'm going to bring my children up like dirt. You listen to me very, very carefully. We don't believe in having affairs with brothers. I ain't going to go on with the brother, or the brother isn't going to go on with me. Ye dirty filth. Don't ever call my children, and don't ever call my children dirt. My husband loved these children, and they're not dirt. My children is not dirt. My husband didn't make dirt. My husband only bred the best, and he gave them to me. He gave them to me. My husband only gave me the best. Nobody else, only his children, and I am left to rear them. But don't worry, I ain't gonna go on with the brother or the younger brother. That ain't gonna happen, cause we're not filth. It's ye, it's the rubbish. He wouldn't even mix with ye. The whole of Leicester knows that he wouldn't even mix with ye rubbish. He stood and he worked like a black. He'd go working every morning of his life to provide for me and my children. And got whatever I wanted, he got. Because you know why? Because he loved it me. And I loved it. I also loved it him. And I'll always love him. They go up on the yoke. Say what you want about me, brother. But keep my dead husband's name out of it. And my children. And that we're dirt and rubbish. And we're getting killed out of cars. You dirty, cheeky pup. You should have more respect for yourself than talk about the dead. But you're terrified of your life. You are to Billy married the best. He'll always have the best. But it's a pity for ye rubbish. You dirty rubbish. Come out of Swansea, you rubbish. You'd come to the court, you dirty rubbish. But you are afraid of your natural divine life. Look at his eyes. You prostitute Lulu, that my husband murdered my husband. I wouldn't need you to tell me that. You dirty, dirty, smelly whore. And Jimmy Gilheaney, if you've anything to say, I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, and there's my hand on my husband's face, that I love him from my heart, that you won't make it out of Wales. You won't make it out of the East Midlands. Come, and you'll be murdered too. But this time it won't be an accident. Your head's going to be took off your body. You good for nothing, leg breaker. Who did you ever fight? You dirty tramp, you. Only bullying old country people up and down Swansea. You tramp, but you couldn't bully my husband. You tried it. You couldn't bully him. You couldn't bully my husband. The whole of Leicester knew. My husband was a very, very respectable boy, and he was known through the country, and he'd mix and drink with everybody. But you see you're scruff. No, Billy is us. Billy is my people. He is us. Because he married me at 16 years of age. At 16 he came to my father and mother, and I married him, and he's my husband, and I love him from the bottom of my heart. And the shows I had to go up on this video and do this today, but the names is getting called. I don't care what you say about my brother. I don't care what you say about my brother, because whatever happened, happened. I don't give a fuck about him. I'm not sticking up for my brother on this, and God knows I'm not. But we're far from rubbish or dirt. Don't ever call my little girls dirt after my husband bringing them into this world. You dirty scruffy. I ain't gonna go and have an affair with their brother-in-law. You dirty scruffy. You dirtbag she. You dirty gilheaney's rubbish. They can't come out of Wales because you're too filthy. You're filthy. You're filthy. I don't even know bad enough to say about you. You dirty scruff. You dirty scruff to mention my husband and my poor children on a day like this. But you must be afraid of us. One of you will be got. What happened that night was an accident. But this time it won't be an accident. And I promise you that. I promise you that.